go live.
Oh, man. And alive we go. There she blows. Gonna drop a dislike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the first one that dislikes this video.
Cake the Bandit, I'm in. Base coat in the shoulder pads, and I couldn't help it before stream. I got a little excited, and so I put one coat on the shoulder pad, and it seems like this color is going to cover really, really well. Unlike a certain other color that shall remain nameless, but it rhymes with Vallejo Bone White.
Schmalejo,
Yeah.
Schmone Blight.
It's not exactly the same color. I feel like Vallejo Bone White is a little bit more brown. But it's pretty good. And this doesn't have huge chunks of dry paint in it, which is very nice. Really what you want from a paint.
Right.
Lucky Bad Howdy! Master Shake 9000 eyeballs! And focus. Yeah, let's try that for a while. Let's see what happens. Turn it on to autofocus.
Interesting.
The letter K, what's up, Jay? Eric Hearth, evening EOB, finished my Samurai, Darth Vader, and Plant Monster. Ooh, is the Plant Monster Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors?
Better be.
One of my favorite plant monsters.
Frozen Throg, hello from the Sleepless. Looks pretty out of focus.
Yeah. It's so weird that it's having a hard time focusing on not a face.
Yeah, and a tiny little model.
Yeah. And a hand and a brush.
Weird.
Simon the Bottomized Monkey, good morning.
Yeah.
Ryan Yee, is that a Death Watch shoulder? Yes, it is. Space Marines are sent to the Death Watch because it's a required tithe to send some Space Marines from every chapter to the Death Watch, and if they serve in the Death Watch and don't die, they get to come back to their chapter. And
How
so
nice.
I'm having that represented by him continuing to wear the shoulder pad of the Death Watch. It's just a little fun backstory. Where's camera settings? There she blows.
The letter K. Jay, what's that off-white?
This is Pro Acryl Olive Flesh.
Ah.
But it seems to be really working really nice. Usually I'd paint the shoulder pads separately, but these came with the shoulder pads already attached. But it seems like this is going to cover pretty quick. I don't know about 2 thin coats, but maybe 3 thin coats. Pro Acryl paints, they're pretty good. They have a lot of pigment, but they're actually very thin.
Interesting.
But they're watery, and so I find that I don't really need to thin them that much. Sometimes a little if I really want to glaze them. But they're actually really, really nice.
Master Shake 9000. The camera is used to the chaplain, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's missing
Cameron Mayer, have you painted neophytes before? If so, what did you replace their god-awful heads with? I have painted a whole bunch of Space Marine Scouts, which is the old neophytes for Black Templar. I think I just put regular Space Marine heads on Scout bodies, and it looked okay. It looked as good as a decent head on a horrible Scout body. I cannot wait for Primaris Scouts. Please fix them.
I hope they're for some reason they're even bigger than like the
Yeah.
than Primaris Space Marines. That'd be funny. Like everything just gets a little taller than each other.
Yep. Jake, Black Templars? Yes, of course.
Better believe it. J.K. Tyler, sorry I'm late to stream. What has Jay been wrong about so far?
So much.
Pretty much everything you said. I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I have a feeling that Jay's going to be wrong tomorrow.
Tomorrow's, yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow everyone's just going to unsubscribe.
Probably. Monitor, gonna say it, not really enjoying this heat wave thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the cold. I do not like heat.
Too. That is good. I mean, honestly, you know, I wish it was 50 degrees every time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just wear a jacket everywhere.
Yeah. Master Shake 9000. So far, he's mostly been wrong about the camera focus. Present wrong.
Autofocus is a little naughty sometimes.
Scouts are not Primaris, so won't happen. No, Scouts are an important part of Space Marine armies because they're the up-and-coming Space Marines, and so they'll definitely get Primarisized. And they'll just be Primaris Scouts, or, Primaris Neophytes. In the Black Templar, the Scouts, or recruits don't join the Scouts, they become Neophytes, and they actually fight in the regular old army, because they would learn in battle from a initiate, which is a full battle brother, but it always, since the dawn of the Black Templar, has worked out to they are meat shields because they're slightly cheaper to bring than a Black Templar, and so you let all the neophytes just die first, and then you start killing the Black Templar. Sebastian Silicado, when's the compressor coming on? Any minute now.
Ooh.
No, probably not. I don't have it on. It's way over there.
Monitor, it was 117 degrees today.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Well, it was pretty hot here today, too. It was like 80.
Yeah.
88.
Yeah. I mean, can you even imagine?
Mm-hmm. How horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Although tomorrow's supposed to be 90.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. To get your, your T-shirts on.
Yeah, I'll roast some weenies on the hood of my car.
Mm-hmm. And the roasted weenies on myself. Jeez. Yeah. Andy Crimson, I'm in Texas with the heat wave. It was 99 degrees until 6 p.m. Simon the Bottom Ice Monkey and Compressor is also here. What? We should make that graphic. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Do you hear an air compressor? Because it's just you. No one else can hear it.
Yeah. What we should do is we should record the noise of the compressor and just play it on repeat over and over during the stream. Like have that be the background music.
Yeah. But it only kicks on every few minutes.
Exactly. Something that I thought was cute about the Wednesday video was when you're using the Drummel to drummel the bass. I kept the sound just really, really low. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. I want to do more of that.
I was doing some screen recording today, and it records audio, which I forgot about. And since it's the camera, since it's the onboard microphone, you just hear clackety 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 clack, clackety clack.
Yeah. And then all the horrible things you said about me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pull those out in the mixer. There's an audio gate for that.
Ah. Mean comments, mean hate-filled comment gate. Perfect. The distraction. My new AC froze over just trying to keep my house at 78 degrees. I had to turn it off for an hour to let it thaw out.
Wow.
Jeez. Ray Ramirez. Hi, Jay. I want to thank you. I reorganized my paint case by taking out the foam divider and mixing all the bottles together. Best idea ever.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I think it works very well. It keeps everything nice and shuffled, and I don't need a vortex mixer.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to Paint Bravely the podcast, and Casey was saying some ridiculous stuff about he was trying to
we're starting some beef.
He was trying to get Goob to put his GW paints into dropper bottles, and of course Goob doesn't want to do it, mm-hmm. and Case made some pretty good arguments. And then later on, he's like, "Oh, but the cheap pots I bought though, they're starting to crack and fall apart."
What? Lie! Don't say that.
So anyway, video on how to move your paints into dropper bottles coming next week.
Jeez. Always lie.
Always lie. I think it's silly though. I think if you don't want to deal with Games Workshop's paint pots, because they are a little bit worse than dropper bottles, although I don't think they're crazy worse. Because like I've had issues with dropper bottles. Really, the only thing that's perfect, the only perfect way for paint to be is in like foil tubes. That really is the only perfect way. It keeps the air out, it keeps sunlight out, it keeps moisture out. That's how artists like 2D artists purchase their paints, but us wargamers, for the convenience, we want a lot of pre-mixed colors in cute little bottles that can sit on a shelf, and so we give up a little bit of shelf life and quality for that. So I don't think bottles are that much better than pots. I don't think pots are evil or horrible.
So you're against pots and droppers. That's
yeah.
You hate them both.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start putting all your paint into metal tubes.
Yeah. Hapakuma, all my Citadel paints are in bottles. I lost 2 paints, almost 4, that had dried out and never been opened. Well, I feel like that's part of the problem too, is you got to open your paint. If you have a paint and you never open it, why do you own it?
It's a good question.
Frozen Frog, alternative video, transfer the paint to better pots. So this will probably, I think Games Workshop has the best pots.
Wow.
I still don't think they're amazing, but they're better than the P3 or the Coat d'Arms pots.
This has to be the most controversial stream.
Yeah. I also think it's a big waste of time. I know everyone's like, it's incredibly cheap. It basically is free, and it only takes hours. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, it only takes hours. Mm-hmm. It sounds like no fun. It sounds like a big hassle. It sounds like it could get messy. And I could also just paint. It's the same thing with buying a vortex mixer. It's like, yeah, they're only like 60, 70, 80, 90 bucks. You know what kind of models 60, 70, 80, 90 bucks will buy? Mm-hmm. Either a lot or some nice stuff.
Frozen Throg, obligatory Jay is wrong comment.
Yeah. Spartan Sheep, breaking news! Man has opinion on paint pots.
Oh no. Oh no, we are losing all of our subscribers.
Master Shake 9000, I transferred dropper bottle paints to flip top pots out of spite. Frozen Throg, the only evil and horrible pots are Games Workshop pots. Master Shake 9000, Jay, have you tried the scale color artist range that come in tubes? No, but the white paint I use comes in a tube. It's like titanium white thick body acrylic. Scaling Triangle, your pro paint. Real pros mix their own paint out of clay and dried bugs as they need new colors.
Exactly. Letter K, join us next time when Jay will inevitably be wrong about something again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Letter K, join us next time when Jay will inevitably be wrong about something again. Jay is always wrong.
Jay's always wrong.
Eric Carth. Oh man, that's a landmine, hating Coat to Arms. I don't hate Coat to Arms, I just don't like their pot. It's the same one that P3 uses. It's like the other pot in the out there in being used.
Yes,
it's not very good.
From Alibaba.
I had on one of them here. I got a P3 paint right here. On one of them, I had the little tab that lets you open them. That snapped off, and then on another one, the top just ripped off. Never had that happen with a GW paint pot. And you can flip the GW tops inside out so that you can get out all that gunk pretty easily.
Monitor, I honestly haven't had to shake a bottle for more than 5 to 10 seconds. I don't find shaking bottles to be worth buying another thing to take up desk space.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean, especially if you don't have a lot of hobby space.
Michael Spitz, I put my paint in bags. That way no one can complain.
There you have it.
Darth Chew 48. Darth, transfer the pots to dropper bottles and then back to GW pots for no reason.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real thing, if you're like, you know what, Games Workshop pots suck, I don't want to deal with them anymore, use up your paint and then buy from another company.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, because you should be going through paint. Because I think, you know, what happens is people buy a lot more paint than they need. Like, they get suckered into some of those paint sets, and then they have 50 greens, when really they need one.
51 greens?
Yeah, 51 greens. Yeah, 50 different shades of gray.
Exactly.
And really all you need is Stonewall gray.
Right.
Browner D&D. Games Workshop paint pots ain't that bad if you clean the cack out of them every now and then. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. If you just keep an eye on them, they'll be fine. Mm-hmm. If you like close them where it's only halfway closed and they're just not closed, and then you put it away for years.
Brownorama DMD. Anyone remember the Games Workshop glass hexagon pots? I've heard those are like the best from all the old timers.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten that a lot.
Ooh, El Rondario. Or wait. Where'd it go? El Rondario. The best pots were the soft plastic pots they used back in the early 90s. Yeah, I have a bunch of those, and they are a little bit softer, and I think they're nicer than the new stuff. Hapakuma?
Eric Hurth. Ooh. Eric Hurth. People armchair the hobby too much, especially about paints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanna see their complaint to actually painting ratio.
Yeah, your best painted mini should be next to your complaint.
Right.
And how many games you've ever played.
Yeah. Just so we know what we're dealing with.
That's when I used to read. I used to watch tons and tons and tons of movies, and I was on IMDb constantly reading user reviews, and I always wanted so bad. If I really wish next to every user it said their top 3 movies. Cause like some you know, if somebody is like, oh, I hated Mad Max Fury Road, and their favorite movie of all time is like, you know, How I Met Your Mother, I'm like, yeah, you know, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if somebody absolutely hated WALL-E, but their favorite movie is Dog Teeth, that makes a lot of sense. If their favorite movie is Citizen Kane, then, you know, just don't... They like boring things. Don't bother reading what they have to say.
Jeez, I mean, let the hot takes keep happening.
Ooh, you know what's another good hot take?
Boy.
Blade Runner is boring.
Oh my goodness.
I still kind of like it, but it is boring. It's really long, and there's a lot of it where there's not a lot happening.
I feel like I don't know if we've ever had this many hot takes in a stream all at once, and we're only 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Chicky Nugs tips. Minis are to be stored in bags, uncut and unpainted. Anything else is dangerous to the hobby and game makers. Quote from Gandhi or something. I think that was Abraham Lincoln.
Ah, yeah. It's falsely attributed to Gandhi.
Yeah.
Often.
Mm-hmm. Frozen Dog. I like boring movies. I go back and forth every time I watch it, where I really like it, but there's often like moments where like you can go take a pee and come back and it's fine.
Mm. Like 15324. Blade Runner sucks. Favorite movie is The Phantom Menace.
It's true.
Exactly.
The Phantom Menace is my favorite prequel. I think Episode 3 is probably like the best prequel in terms of it being a real movie, but I think it's the worst one because it's like the most annoying. Everything just ends to set up Episode 4. Like, there's no reason Yoda goes to Dagobah. There's no reason one of the kids gets schlepped off to Tatooine while the other kid gets to be a princess. Like, the mom got murdered by Tusken Raiders on that farm. It's not a very safe place. Also, kept the same name. You know, Darth Vader knows the address. He could show up any day. It makes no sense. Michael, George Lucas had a vision. Yes, he did have a vision.
Mm-hmm. It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Michael, the new trilogy is unexcusable. Nah, the new trilogy is fine. Mr. Cernoshu, are these Templars? If so, very sexy indeed. They are Templars.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Spitz. All Star Wars movies suck. Favorite movie? Ultramarines. Yeah. Oh, the Ultramarines movie is great, right? It is great movie. 10 out of 10 movie.
I mean, we should do a react to that.
Oh God, we didn't even get through it the first time when we were in high school.
No, but we're adults. We probably would get through less of it honestly now.
Yeah.
Probably more stuff wrong with us.
From the people who brought you the Bionicles movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that glowing recommendation. The Bionicles toys? No, the Bionicle movies.
Yeah.
The Bionicle video games? No, the Bionicle movies.
Mm-hmm. Yikes. Gremlin Games, new viewer. Why leave dislike? Congratulations, you are the first person on this stream to ask about that. Basically, likes and dislikes are the same thing in terms of the algorithm. So we just think it's funny.
Mm-hmm. Michael, they straight up admitted they didn't have a plan and were making it up as they went along. True, but I think each individual movie is still better than anything about the prequels. And we're still okay. I really like 7. I think that might be my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Spartan Sheep. Bionicle movies are masterpieces in cinema.
Michael Spitz, the periodic table of Space Marines is such a gem. It's a shame it only has 1,900 views.
We can fix that right now.
Exactly.
It's 1 minute. Everybody go watch that video and then come back.
Exactly. It's a very fun video. It was our return to YouTube.
I can actually say, for the first time ever, the statutes of limitations have run out. George Lucas was a producer on that, on Periodic Table of Space Marines.
Exactly.
You know, he took a break. Really, he took a break from Star Wars to jumpstart our YouTube career.
Yeah.
That's why he sold it.
Exactly. Which was very nice.
Yes.
Very, very nice of him.
General Sherman 1. Bionicle movies are better than Citizen Kane.
I mean, nailed it.
Scalene Triangles. The only Bionicle movie I need is the commercial compilation with Boulevard of Broken Dreams playing over it. Oh, that sounds like a classic YouTube video.
Simon the Bot Mice Monkey. All right, bye. I hope
Bye.
You're watching that,
Yeah.
hope you're watching that video.
Brown Man D&E. Astartes guy works for Games Workshop now, so he might get a movie sometime in 2030. Yeah, it took him like years to make, what is it, like a little bit over 10 minutes of material? Although, you know, if Games Workshop gives him a budget, you know, maybe 2 people, then it would only take 1 year to make 10 minutes. As opposed to, like, you know, a lot. Yeah, I can't wait till we get closer to the release of Warhammer Plus, which they've really lost out on the opportunity to call it Primaris, like Warhammer Primaris.
That would
instead
be
of Warhammer
funny.
Prime.
Warhammer Prime.
Warhammer Prime
I love
Maris.
Prime. Eris.
Michael Spitz. I watched the old battle reports today as much as I could handle, and man, if you wanted a really good laugh, watch them all. Oh, they're amazing. Best battle reports on the internet.
Exactly. Jeez Louise, are they awkward. They're pretty bad.
Jason in Alaska, but basically the rumor is a big revamp of Templars this year in the 4th quarter, with Grimaldus and Helbrecht getting the Primaris upgrade and Emperor's Champion and a couple of other unique units. Oh yeah, I heard about that from Chapter Master Voleric. I'm gonna be poor. Mr. Schnarshu. White paint is on the shoulders. It is Pro Acryl Olive Flesh. I bought some Pro Acryl Browns, and they're very good.
There you have it. Oh yeah, I think Games Workshop said that they were going to release more details this month about Warhammer Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they said that the 23rd, but that's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It could be a weird day, knowing Games Workshop, but I would assume maybe the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I think I want. Someone said that the one of the Space Marine shows, the Blood Angels show, they have 8 10-minute episodes ready. So a movie, one movie, almost a movie. That's not a movie.
Kind of a 10-minute episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little annoying. What are we, Quibi?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Is everything vertical?
Oh my God,
How funny
that'd be
would that be?
amazing. The only thing though, if they put all of their audiobooks on Warhammer Plus, that could be worth it. Although I bet they can't, because Audible seems to have them all, and I bet Amazon has that on lock.
Probably. Michael Spitz, the one with Fox was utterly hilarious, and then the Random Armies one was pretty good. My personal favorite was the one where Nick kept zooming in on Jay's stomach for some reason. Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone had a better look.
Flim of the Dude had a kill team game today. Not to brag, I lost bad. Had a ton of fun though. Nice.
Someone must be playing at work.
The letter K. Jay and or Nick, do you get that YouTube money?
Yeah, we're billionaires.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Jesse Cabrillo, I can't wait for you guys to start doing battle reports. Yeah, that is a Patreon goal. And we're almost halfway.
Yeah. You want to see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen, but if you want it to happen quick, or at least soonish, hop on that Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a Hoppy Hangout every Friday, and some other fun stuff. Voting. You guys, the patrons vote on what models I paint on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure one short film is enough to sell a streaming service. Yeah, obviously not.
Well, to us there is. And by the way, we're going to be doing a react series on our Patreon.
Yeah, we will.
Because that's going to be so much fun.
Browner Man D&D, any opinions on contrast paints? I've got a Cursed City and Blackstone to paint through. I love Apothecary White and Black Templar. The black and the white contrast paint, love those colors. I have a couple of the browns, and they're fine.
I also have a couple. I have contrast snakebite leather, and it's kind of poopy.
A
little annoying. It's okay though.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the browns I have. I don't know if they're $8 fine.
No, I would never buy it ever again.
Yeah, the white and the black though. I mean, I've gone through a pot of the black. It's good stuff.
It's butter.
Yeah.
Flimbo the dude. Haha, wrong, Nick. I played Slanesh Marines. They suck balls. Literally and figuratively. Exactly. Chicky Nugs. How much would you guys estimate would push you both to do a trial battle report? Maybe show what people can expect if you reach that goal.
Well, what we're thinking about doing, because we also have to learn all this stuff and how to do it. It'll probably be featured in some of the regular videos, just some battle report type segments. Because another thing I was thinking about is what I used to do when I would finish a unit. Since I was always fighting Nick and his orcs, and I had a squad of orcs, I would immediately put those models on the table against that squad of orcs and just kill them over and over and over to see how many they would kill in a regular shooting attack or a close combat attack. So that could be a really fun way to do it. Yeah, and I would just fudge it. Always.
Oh wait, actually these are not good.
All the ones are cocked. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if it says 1, it's not. It's not a 1. If it says 1, it's actually a 6.
Yeah, so we'll probably work those into the regular videos. That's not a bad idea, though. Like, maybe if we start getting close to put together a little battle report-y thing, and then say like, hey, this is what's on the table. You guys just got to order it.
Yeah, because we do have a table that we can, and it's. I mean, we can hang lights on from it. I mean, we can do a whole crazy thing to it, which I would rather like to do. But yeah, I like that idea. Michael Spitz. Oh, Mighty Nick, can we get an ooh woo? Ooh woo. That was also for Lucky Bat.
But Jay, what color are you gonna do the Aquila? Also tan.
There you have it. Aquino Canones, no joke, a minute-long bat rep sounds really tight. Petition for Jay and Nick to make TikTok bat reps.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, 1 minute battle, that could be really funny.
That'd be really funny.
40k in 40 minutes, like more like 40k in 40 seconds.
40k in 40 seconds. Man, and we just half of it's us twerking next to the table. 40k in 40 seconds. I kind of love that. Gotta add that to our list. Have to think about it.
Fatboy15, what chapter is this for? Black Templar, the best Space Marine chapter.
Jesse Cabril, contrast paints are nice for putting over metallic paints.
I also heard they airbrush very well, but I don't know if I'm gonna put my $8 paint into the airbrush and just blast it away. I can use my inks or something for that.
Michael Spitz, Nick can do the camera work. I want to see some beautiful cinematic zooming in on Space Marine crotches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
We're gonna get up to a 300 zoom telephoto lens.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's gonna be way more J belly shots. Make sure that that's a common theme through all of our battle reports. Chicky Nugs, I think Play on Tabletop already have one going, or was it 15 seconds? Ooh, 15-second battle reports. We played a game. That's about it.
Orcs won, yay! And then it's just cut.
Yeah, with them twerking. Imagine those guys twerking. Kino Kinones. And there's the branding. What's the Patreon tier for TikTok? We do have a TikTok. We talk about it every once in a while, making more stuff for it. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, we would love to be TikTok famous, but...
Exactly.
You know, I think we're okay with just being YouTube famous, because we're currently the biggest YouTubers on the platform.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Yeah, we recently overtook Markiplier, and yeah, I mean, we're probably going to pass...
Justin Bieber's...
Yeah, probably this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Monitor, think about it. If you walk into a video store, I don't know what that is. You see, you see 8-minute abs sitting there. There's 7-minute abs right beside it. Which one are you going to pick up?
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you're not happy with the first 7 minutes, we're going to send you the extra minute for free. You see, that's it. That's our motto. That's where we're coming from. That's A to B. Someone's a little high, aren't they?
Browner Man D&D saw Squidmar doing Zenithal highlights, then contrast through the airbrush. Looked effective, but his style is very colorful. Yeah, it did look amazing. Although I bet you can get something similar using inks. But yeah, Squidmar. Oh, those models were amazing in his most recent video. It's like, yeah, I painted a gash in 3 hours. No big deal. This model that's 11 inches tall.
Master Shake 9000, 40k in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And we went. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Taha M, you got me painting every day. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Let the paints flow through you.
Michael Spitz, can Lucky Bat be in a battle report? Must see the Lucky Bat.
Well, Lucky Bat is actually one of the highest ranked wargamers in the world, with the ITC and the PCP and all the different events.
The D&D.
Oh, D&D.
Yeah.
TNT. HBO. All of the events. They're all. Yeah, Lucky Bat is top ranked player in the world.
DMT. Fatboy15, there aren't any female Space Marines because it would take away from the homoerotic hot tub scenes.
Oh, I want somebody to animate. Has anyone seen Everyone's seen Top Gun, I'm sure. But remember the shirtless volleyball scene?
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that, but Space Marines. And they just say, brother, non-stop.
Michael Spitz. Oh, so Lucky Bat's getting a Netflix series on their domination in the entire gaming world.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
It's actually it's a Netflix. It's going to be a Netflix series called Making a Murderer.
Exactly. Kevin Barrett. Where did the little chains come and stuff come from? Are those legal?
I think they are legal, but they're hobby chains.
Did you make them yourself?
I did. I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine. I could see maybe like grand tournament or something. Whatever. What I don't understand this tournament thing. Everyone on the internet seems to be participating in Games Workshop tournaments. I have never heard of one. I don't understand how it works. But is the store owner really going to throw out a customer? Like,
Yes.
Number one, how do you check? How do you tell? How do you prove? Like that doesn't look very 40k. Did you sculpt that yourself? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Exactly.
Like, does it then go to the computer and just start Googling all 3D prints?
Yeah. Again, always lie.
Always lie. I just don't see it amounting to much. Because I think you're already not supposed to use, like, third-party bits. Like, hasn't that been a rule forever, and yet everyone does?
Lost Spirit 96. Just remember, the event staff will lick the models to check if you're using Citadel paints or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Did you use Games Workshop paint on that?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I smell P3.
Mm-hmm.
You're out! And then they give you like a wedgie and a noogie.
Yeah.
And they throw you out on the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they throw you out with your pants. You know, they hold your pants in your shirt and throw you out. Like the thief you are. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Frozen Throg. I have heard some stories of managers kicking people out due to stories, but as with all stories on the internet, I always wonder, because I've heard stories like that too. You don't hear the other side.
No.
It could have been that person sucked.
It could be. You know, some people are annoying. And
Yeah, I mean, store managers have to put up with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spitz, they strip searched my models to make sure I used Citadel primer.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hope Kuma. Jay turned me on to some really awesome 3D party models. Even if I could never play them at a Games Workshop tourney, I still love them all.
Yeah. I wonder, are there... So, there must be more friendly local game stores than Warhammer stores, right?
Yeah, probably.
There must be. So, official Warhammer tournaments are the minority of game store tournaments. I don't know, maybe my numbers are way off, but I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what are you supposed to be mad about if you're not
That's
mad
true.
about Games Workshop? You'd have to think about your life for a second. That'd be horrible.
Kevin Barrett. Some people don't shower. Yep, very true.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fatboy15, I remember reading somewhere that White Dwarf used to have conversion guides on how to make vehicles out of deodorant containers. Yeah, that's what the good old days when 40k was good. And also there weren't models for everything.
Yeah.
And so they suggested buying toys and stuff to turn into those models.
Mm-hmm. Right, but it was Games Workshop deodorant.
Yeah.
Which just smells like BO.
I wonder if that was part of the joke. They're like, disgusting nerds need to buy deodorant, and we'll incentivize it by saying that they can take them as storm speeders.
That would be hilarious.
I don't think I've ever seen a Games Workshop store that can have more than 10 people in it at once. Yeah, because that's all the BO they can handle.
Spartan Sheep, I got kicked out for a different paint. Was actually kicked out for arson. Exactly.
Flimbo the Dude, why would you ever want to go to a Games Workshop store and play? That must feel stressful. The store manager is gonna be staring at you and telling you, that wouldn't have happened if you had this model. Maybe. I've played a few games at the local game store. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little annoying because it's just you have to stand.
Yeah, they should have stools or something. That'd be fun.
Did they have stools? I don't think so. Only for the painting.
Yep, only for the painting.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure, honestly, because we played when when there was annoying managers.
Yeah.
I bet now it's really fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. The new guy's awesome. He'd probably give you a sticker if you want, or whatever he can give you.
Mm-hmm. Pat on the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Taha M. I've never played at a Games Workshop for this reason. I don't take my girlfriend there either. Dudes are weird.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet it's no fun to be a lady walking into a Games Workshop store.
Mm-hmm.
They're, everyone their first thought is, what? I've been preparing for this moment forever.
The Lord of the Rings soundtrack skips.
It is the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Yep. Everyone drops their models.
Mm-hmm. There's just a record skip noise somehow.
Yeah.
The distraction took my girlfriend to the Games Workshop store once. She felt super awkward. They had to ask if anyone in there had seen a girl before.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Playing with the dude. My friendly local game store is pretty chill with stuff. It's the people that suck. Yeah, that's usually how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you can't do that.
Disco. Both times I've been in the Games Workshop store in the past year, the only person in the place was the store manager. It was really awkward. Yeah, it does help to have a little crowd.
It does.
Otherwise, like, hey, how's it going? Hot out there today, huh?
Mm-hmm. Nope, I've been inside this whole day because I can't leave.
All right.
Okay. Can I get a box of Gretchen?
Disco. My wife went with me to the Games Workshop store as well. She said it was sad because there was no one in there.
Yeah. Master Shake 9000. Girl walks into a game store and the nerds hide the Marines in case she turns them female.
Yeah. Can't have that.
Exactly. Ah, that's pretty funny.
And, 30 years ago, they decided no female Space Marines, and then they wrote 50 Horus Heresy books to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
God, who reads the... I mean, I one day will read the Horus Heresy. Probably not all of it, though. Holy moly, 50? Come on now.
Are they still making more?
Yes. Yeah, it's not done.
Monitor. I also went to a Games Workshop store and only manager was inside. COVID times were rough and I needed to get my fix, so I suffered through it. Crazy, right? Wow.
Andy Crimson, I wonder if Warhammer store managers live in the storeroom. Probably.
Guaranteed. I think it's probably one of the perks.
They read their 40k novels on the toilet.
They have to, Games Workshop ships them a bed. They have to put it together and paint it.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 sprue bed.
Frozen Throg, does any company make female conversion bits just to spite people? There's a bunch of companies that do. I think my favorite female Space Marine heads are by a company called Anvil Industries. Theirs are pretty nice because they have some female faces with like scars or bionic eyes, which look pretty good, but they're scaled up to be good Space Marine heads.
Mm.
Disco. Adeptus Sororitas are female Space Marines. Technically, Adeptus Sororitas are females in power armor. They are not Space Marines. They don't have any of the augmentations. Bernie Masersu. Meh. Adeptus Sororitas are basically cooler. Female Space Marines anyway. I like the Adeptus Sororitas. They're pretty badass.
Mm-hmm. Jared, I've read a few of the Horus Heresy novels. Some are great, but I feel like a lot were mediocre at best. Imagine that.
Freedom Guy. The first book on the Horus Heresy is pretty cool. Yeah, Horus Rising, I own it. I need to get around to it one of these days. See, here's the thing, though. It seems like that's the be-all, end-all of, like, 40k lore. It's just the Imperium and pretty much just the Space Marines. So, you know, the Orcs and Eldar and all that stuff, like, you know, what gives? King Canadas, if you're spending money just to piss off an ambiguous group of people, you might as well just donate to charity. Yeah, but it's not as entertaining as making people angry.
Oh, yeah. Flimbo the Dude, I feel like if I played against anyone at my friendly local game store, they would get snarky at me for playing Death Guard, either saying, "Oh, you don't know the full lore," or "Heretic. I just dug the Stank Marines."
Heresy.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you just like playing, that's fine.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah.
that tells you otherwise are dumb.
I bet way less than 50% of people who play 40k will ever pick up a book.
Do you want to hear a secret?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the books at all. The story's kind of fun. I think you should know a little, but if you don't want to know any more, you don't have to.
Yeah, if you watch, there was a series like lore for X in a minute. If you watch the 40k lore in a minute, you're probably good. You're probably set.
Mm-hmm. Or don't even do that.
Michael Spitz, can a resident Necron expert answer whether the Overlord in the Indominus box and the Necron Overlord in the Combat Patrol are the same stat line? They are the same stat line because they're both Overlords, but they have different war gear. The Combat Patrol one has a War Scythe and a Resurrection Orb, and the one that comes in the Indominus has the Tachyon Arrow and a Gloom Prism?
Gloom Spike gets?
Although honestly, all of the Necron staff weapons look identical, so just say it's whatever it is, whatever you took. Although I do really like the Tachyon Arrow. It's the first time we've ever seen it in a model form. In the Indominus Overlord.
Flimbo the Dude, I love the lore in the codexes, but like having to read an actual book is nasty.
You know, I did a little bit of reading, like real reading, where I sat down and I flipped through pages. I really liked it. It was really nice and relaxing.
Nerd. Who are you anymore? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Flimbo the Dude and I agree though, so that's all that matters to me.
Chase Tosh, and if so, do you think of the idea of converting a bunch of minis to the Flood? I think that's a badass idea. I've been wanting to do something like that a little too. Make a whole bunch of zombies. I think that sounds super cool. Jagerbomb 2, tips. I admire your courage to not only want down votes, but demand them. Think Horus Heresy is a backdoor for proportionate Marines? Call that a win.
Amazing.
Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, we're brave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the most hilarious thing is, ever since we demanded dislikes, our streams have only ever gotten more popular.
Yeah. I think in terms of bravery, we're right up there with like Katy Perry.
Yeah, and we also paint bravely.
We do paint bravely. VTB, wasn't there in the past actually one or two models of female Space Marines? I remember in the past that I saw an old picture of female Space Marines Yeah, there. I don't know. I haven't found. A lot of people share that image, and some people say this is a female Space Marine from Rogue Trader, and some people say, actually, that's a female adventurer in power armor from Rogue Trader. It doesn't count, and female Space Marines are icky. Yeah, I think it probably was a female Space Marine, but it was it was when Space Marines were barely a thing. It was basically when Space Marines were just Judge Dredd. But yeah, they don't. I think they stopped because they were catering to an all male customer base. But now they have 2% women,
Yeah,
so now they got to
it's
cater a
wild.
little bit to them. Yeah.
Frozen Throg. I care little for the lore. It is amusing to browse from time to time, but to treat it as gospel, never.
Yeah, I don't think lore is that important. I know when this Star Wars thing came out and a bunch of YouTubers made it their career to hate on Star Wars, I know people are like, this is, lore is the most important thing in the world, and gatekeeping is important to keep something alive and healthy, and it's great and awesome. I don't think lore has ever really mattered. And everyone experiences the lore differently. I mean, two people could read the Space Marine books, and one person could really, really respond to the bravery and the courage of the Space Marines, and they would be correct. And then another person could really respond to the tragedy of the Space Marines fighting for a failed fascist government, and they're both right.
I think orcs are really cute.
Yeah.
That's why I like them. Monitor, you guys are on the same level with the brave little toaster.
Oh, nice.
We're brave.
Yeah, we're not quite the little engine that could, but we're the brave little toaster.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get there, though. We'll get there. Mike O'Neill, lore is fun, but at the end of the day, it's all fluff.
Yeah. I think that's why the Horus Heresy always puts me off, because I think, the models are cool and it's kind of fun to do something historical, and then it's like, excuse me, you glued too many 40k parts to your 30k Heresy Marines, so do you even know the lore? And it's like, all right, what are we doing here?
Kevin Baird, orcs are cute, are cute space mushrooms. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Jared, the little engine that couldn't make it to the moon, though. The brave little toaster did.
Amazing.
Sebastian Salcedo, how many coats have you put on? Probably 4. I'm just about done. I think, though, I am going to go silver on the Eagles, or on the Aquila. Technically, I should have shaved it off because the Black Templar don't display the Aquila, but I didn't want to because it sounds like work, so...
So they're not going to be lore accurate?
Exactly!
Well, we can't have that. So actually, they're not technically Black Templars?
Can you I think that's fine. If you don't care about the lore, don't play Horus Heresy. Yeah, the Horus Heresy is where all those people go to hang out and to, feel superior and sip coffee and, I think they watch the battles with small binoculars and a monocle.
And on the door into that room it says no girls allowed.
Oh yeah, the people the number of women who play 40k is probably fairly small in proportion to the amount of men who do it. Not a single woman plays Horus Heresy.
Oh my goodness.
Monitor, it's obvious Jay doesn't care about lore because his Death Watch guy's shoulder pad should be on the other side. I think I say we burn him at the stake for such transgression. It is on the right side. The Death Watch, they wear the chapter insignia on the left side. No, wait. On the Where's the Deathwatch Marine?
Oh no! We're gonna get to the bottom of this, folks.
I have one near me.
Looking in the drawer. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
No, I'm right. Yeah, chapter symbol on the right, Deathwatch symbol on the left.
Ooh.
I think when they go back to their regular chapter, they switch the Deathwatch to the right side and put their chapter on the left. I don't know. It looked it up the other day. Huh. Well, the shoulder pads are designed to go on the right side because the little thingy stops a little higher up, and then it goes almost all the way down to the bottom on the other side. So it makes more sense to put it on like this. Otherwise, it would feel backwards.
It's not lore accurate, so yeah. Monitor, I could very well be wrong. I'm referencing info from internet forums.
I do have the Deathwatch codex. I could look it up.
Ooh. And speaking of looking it up,
oh my goodness!
I know. We're just a little after 10.
I got all of the tan done. I think I'm gonna put on all the base coat and then I'm gonna throw on oil and see what happens.
Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise, I can't even believe that. All right, well, we have a video out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. It might be a little spicy. And we have a live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, and after that live stream, we have a Patreon-only hobby hangout stream, so you can actually call in on Discord and chat with us live.
Yeah.
With your voice, your human voice, or computer voice, if you want to type it all out and then make a computer read it. And you can say horrible things to us.
All right, everybody.
Exciting stuff.
Good night.
Good night indeed.
End.